anything. It didn't last night. So I'm guessing everybody can still see me. Also know that if there's any difficulty at all during the class that you are having that seems to be an issue with me, then you could always unmute your device and interrupt if it's something that you think is affecting everybody. So, okay, I will mute your devices. And we'll get started. So welcome this morning. Thank you for being here, all of you. And what I have planned for today, which works on so many different levels right now, is a posture sequence that includes many twisting poses. Ayurvedically, this is the season of spring, and in spring, it is the season of water and earth, which is what's taking place outside, and also it's taking place in your body. So in the season of spring, your body tends to retain fluids. Just notice if that's an issue with you. Maybe you have a hard time getting your rings on and off, or your ankles might swell. There's all in the body. It could be in the form of allergies. So twisting poses are designed to balance that. Remember, we talked about balance the other day. So twisting poses squeeze out, and that's the idea behind the twisting poses. And they also squeeze out and balance emotions, which during this time is a little bit of a roller coaster. So here's a little bit about twisting. Yoga twists can reverse the daily damage to your lower back by restoring circulation, increasing flexibility, and correcting posture. These positions rejuvenate the spinal column and improve range of motion. This makes daily yoga twists an excellent way to relieve back pain. Also, twists massage inner muscles and organs, essentially wringing out toxins while bringing in a rush of fresh oxygen and nutrients. This flushes impurities from inner tissues and helps organs perform their functions properly. Among other benefits, this is an effective method for improving sluggish digestion, circulation, and stimulating the lymphatic system. So, so that's a little bit about why this might be a good idea at this time. So let's see what happens as we purify and detoxify and stimulate all of our systems. Okay. So find a comfortable seated posture, whatever that happens to be this morning. Allow the eyelids to lower if you're comfortable with that. Or partially lower. We'll take this moment to center, to get grounded. Maybe let go of your morning, the busyness of getting up and getting ready. And the gratitude this morning for the practice. And now sinking down into the sits bones and rising up through that spinal cord in seated mountain pose. Sitting with presence and confidence. Notice any sensations in your physical body this morning, any discomfort, soreness, unpleasantness. Just locate that without judgment. And then what can you soften in this posture while retaining the essence of the mountain? Just loosen the muscles of your belly, hands heavy, shoulders relax down. And the muscles of the face, letting go. And also part of this now experience, in addition to the physical body, is the sensory awareness. Sounds. The temperature of the air on your skin. Relax the tongue and jaw. And soften the muscles behind your eyes. And now the breath. Attention there. And it could be at the cool air in the nostrils. Could be the rise and fall of the belly. The sound of the breath. Notice the tempo. Is it a balanced breath, inhalation to exhalation? Do you notice the left and right nostrils equally open? And now we'll layer on the 3-part belly breath this morning. With your next breath in, begin by inflating the belly, flare the rib cage, a little rise in the upper chest. And then a slow exhalation could be through the tiny straw, to regulate and slow down the exhalation. Empty out. Also part of the detoxifying is the exhalation in your breath practices. The body naturally purifying and cleaning out each time you exhale. And let's take one more full round. And at the base of the exhalation, release, let it go. Maybe pause, notice the effects of the parasympathetic nervous system, your calming response. And now setting an intention for this morning. I open my heart to explore the divinity that is inherent within my body. I recognize that my body is the temple of the divine. And I'm not just this body, but the embodied spirit itself. During this sadhana time, my intention is to be wholeheartedly present with the physical body, present with the breathing, present for posture cues. And now opening eyes. And let's begin with a twisting sun breath. So let's inhale, circle the arms up and over, reach out of the waist, and then sigh it out, twist right. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale, circle up at center. Exhale, other side, twist left, sigh it out. And a few times here now from side to side. Maybe going at your own pace. Inhaling, sun breath. Exhaling, twist. So going right in on the ringing out this morning. And just remember to keep it gentle. Many of us that are aging, and there are plenty of articles about osteopenia and osteoporosis, and that maybe twisting poses are not indicated. However, most of us have been practicing yoga for quite a while. And if we practice the twists without going too far, without overdoing it, then in fact, they have a good effect on the spine. And the next time you twist to your left, let that be the end of the practice. And back to center. And then placing the right palm to the floor. Let's inhale, left arm, circles up, and arc it over. So now this side bend. It's all about the spinal cord in yoga. Just paying attention to that today. Open up the armpit. Imagine a seated half moon. Look up under that left arm. Another round of breath. Exhale, press up, slowly lower the left fingertips down, that moment of awareness. And then that palm to the floor, and let's inhale, right arm up and over. Stretch and reach, make any small movements that you like. Breath in and breath out. Press up and slow motion, right fingertips to the ground. Now let's inhale, both arms out wide. Exhale, scissor right elbow under the left. So we'll go right in on eagle arms, twisting up the arms. Back to the forearms together, or maybe the right fingertips to your left palm. Lift the forearms, breathe in, and breathe out. Draw the elbows in, rounding forward. So feel the stretch for the spine, feel the stretch for the backs of the shoulders and neck. And as an option, you could hinge forward. So finding the variation that is working for you today. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's lift and unwind. Swoop the arms behind you. Lace the fingers together and press your knuckles down. Draw the shoulders back, lift the chin. So the little back bend or the spinal warm up. And then bringing the chin back to the horizon and your knuckles toward the right side of your waist. And then lower the right ear down toward the right shoulder. A nice stretch for the left side of your neck. Yeah. And inhale to center. Shift the knuckles to the other side of the waist. And then lower your left ear down toward the shoulder. Maybe notice a difference on this side. Breathe in and breathe out. Back to center and release. And now removing your cushion, if you have one, give the legs a little bounce and stretch out in front of you. And then leaning back into your arms and stand both knees up, heel toe to feet, toward the outer edges of your mat. And windshield wipe your knees side to side. So we'll be easing into what I call Rudy's twist, or a double knee down twist. I never knew a name for the pose, but Rudy was one of my teachers that first led this pose in my training. And he's a master of gentle yoga. And now floating the knees down to your right side. Lean into your right hand, left hand on the hip. And let's open this hip. Press the hip forward and release. And again, press it forward and release. And now we'll swing this left arm out to your side and back behind you. So find that full range of motion for your left arm, shoulder, and looking out of the left corners of your eyes. A breath in and breath out. Circle that arm around and point the fingertips toward the back of your mat, toward the back edge of the mat. And it might be at an angle. No right or wrong, just wherever you are today. Stretch, reach, and then finally lower the left palm to your mat behind you. You could slide the right hand over and then just shift your weight here side to side as you ease into this spinal twist. And as an option, you could come down onto your right or both forearms. Feeling the shape of this spinal twist. And each twist in the posture sequence engaging the spine in a little different place. Maybe the middle thoracic spine or the low spine or the cervical spine around the neck. And then pressing back up onto the palms. One more look over your right shoulder. Breath in and breath out. Unwind. Back to center, knees up. And this time, let's lower the knees left. Lean into your left arm, right hand on the hip, and opening this your right hip. So pressing that hip forward with your right hand and release. And again, forward, release. Easing into the twist. And now let's reach the right arm out to the side and back behind you. Follow the hand with your eyes. A breath in and breath out. Sweep the arm around and point the fingertips toward the back of the mat. Stretch and reach. And then lower that right palm down. Maybe slide the left hand over. Find your version of the pose on this side, either on the hands or on one or both forearms. A breath in. Press up onto the hands if you're not already there. One more look over your left shoulder. And breath out. Unwind. Back to center. And now we'll be coming onto your back. Lower down. And begin with full body stretch. Reach your arms up and over. Diagonal stretching, great for the nervous system, calming for the whole body. And then lower the arms down at your side. And we'll stand the right knee up and hug that knee in. Place your fingers around the shin. Squeeze thigh in toward the belly. This pose for your digestive system. Let's press out through both heels and then circle the right ankle. One way and the other way. Spread your toes and scrunch. And again, spread and scrunch. And then lift the head, nose toward the knee. Left leg lifts. So this thunderbolt pose for strengthening your core. Pointing the feet and flex. And again, point and flex and release down. And now stretching that right leg out to the floor, and we'll stand your left knee up. Hug the knee in. Clasp hands around the shin. Squeeze thigh to belly. You could take the thigh out to the side, slide it in close. Descending colon on this side. And now circle this left ankle one way. And the other way. Spread toes, scrunch, and again spread, scrunch, and lift your head, nose toward the left knee, right leg lifting. Point both feet and flex. One more time, point. Flex, release down. And now let's bring the right knee in to join the left. A little rock here, side to side. And mindfully placing your arms out, T position. Let's put both feet to the floor, the knees standing. Press your hips up and scoot them left toward the left edge of your mat. Place them back down. And now tuck the knees in. A breath in here. And breath out, roll right. So bring the knees and feet all the way to the floor on your right side. So the knees win in this pose, even if the left arm and shoulder pop up. And then maybe part of the practice is releasing that left arm and shoulder, let gravity tug it down toward the floor. And we'll be creating some movement now for this left arm. So a big clock-like movement. Let's start by bringing the left arm, just slide it down to your side, left side, and then across the body. So a big circle on the floor, if you can manage it, up and over, back to where you started, just going around to all the numbers on the clock. Let's go around one more time. Keeping that arm low or on the ground if that's available to you. And then back out to your original position. Breath in and breath out. Knees back to center. Feet to the floor. Recenter. And this time, lift your hips, press into the feet, and scoot the hips right. Place them back down, tuck the knees in, breathe in, and breathe out, roll left onto your left hip, and the knees all the way to the floor on your left side. So you might be rolling all the way to your left side. That's okay. And then relaxing that right arm out beside you. Feel the shape of this crocodile twist. And now creating the circles for your right arm. And let's slide the right arm down toward the torso, right side of the torso, across the midline, circle up and over on the floor. And one more time around the clock. Full range of motion for this right shoulder. And back to where you started. Breathe in. And breathe out. Knees back to center, feet to the floor. And the arms now down at your sides. And we'll roll first one arm up under you, and then the other, palms down. A few leg lifts, also for your core this morning. So let's tuck both knees in and extend both legs. Breath in and breath out. So the exhalation is while you lower the legs, heels toward the floor or maybe halfway down. Inhalation, you can either lift the legs, keep them straight, or tuck and lift. So whatever works for you. Exhale, lower. And one more set. Inhale, knees or legs extend. Exhale. Lower the heels down, slow motion, all the way to the floor this time. And then pressing into the forearms, elbows, hands, bring the torso upright. And then find your way to tabletop, hands and knees. And taking this moment to align and lowering your belly down. Tailbone lifts and look up. Breath in. Breath out, cat back, round. And a few more times on your own. Keep the arms and shoulders strong. And then ending with cat back. And I'll meet you back here at flat back. And now the sunbird balance pose. We'll extend the right leg out in the air behind you. Maybe level up your hips. And the left arm extends toward the front edge of the mat. So another core strengthening posture, also a balance pose. Let's take 2 rounds of breath here together, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Number 2. Lower the left palm back to the floor. Cross your right knee over the back of the left knee. Top of the right foot on the floor on your left side and look over your left shoulder. This version of a spinal twist, and then you can press out through the right toes or curl them under. Press out through the heel. And then bringing this right knee back to your table pose. Now extend your left leg and right arm. Remember your version of the pose. If that's not available to you, then yoga as it is. Level up your hips. And 2 rounds of breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 1 more. Right palm back to the floor. Cross your left knee over the back of the right knee. Top of that foot on the floor, left foot on your right side, and then look over your right shoulder. And just moving and stretching in this pose. Whatever comes up for you, let the body show you the way. What would it like to do here? And then bringing that left knee back to center. A little wider stance for your knees. Big toes together. And press the sits bones back toward your heels, child's pose. Lower down, belly down, the heart space lowering down, maybe the forehead down, armpits down. Garbhasana is child's posture. Two more rounds of breath here. And now rise up. Let's glide back to table pose. Realign your knees, and we'll be stepping forward with your right foot. So however that happens for you, you can even walk the foot toward the right edge of the mat, orient right knee over the ankle, and then both hands to the right knee. And pressing the torso upright. Take your time. It's a balance pose. And then once you feel stable, let's inhale the arms up and over. Yeah. Breath in here. Breath out, palms together, and bring the palms to the heart space. Inhale. Exhale, look right. And we'll begin a little spinal twist here. Left elbow to right knee. Lean into it, and that right elbow lifts up. So here's your little twist in this knee down version of warrior. Quite a balance pose as well. So taking your time, breath in and breath out. Press back up. And then bring the right knee back to table. You can place the hands down if you need to. And now the other side, step forward with your left foot. Again, you can walk that foot toward the left edge of your mat, knee over the ankle, and then one and both hands on that left knee. Press the trunk of the torso of your body upright. And take a moment here to get settled in the shape of this pose. And now inhale, arms circle up and over. And feeling the warrior pose, press up through the fingertips. Stretch and reach. Another circle of breath. Exhale, palms to the heart. This time we'll look left and twist. Place the right elbow on the left knee. Lean into it and lift your left elbow up if that's available to you. You can put a hand down to the floor if you need to here. Breathe in and breathe out, coming back up, torso back up, upright. Good. And from here, we'll make your way to standing. So whatever that needs to be, your left foot's already forward. Lean into it. Step up. And we'll take a little wider stance. The gold standard for the twist is this standing twist, empty coat sleeves. So swinging the arms side to side. And let's engage the Hara breath here, part of the detoxifying value of the posture. Ha, 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 and unwind. And now building your mountain. So wherever that works for you on your mat, whichever direction you would like to face, orient the feet, spread the toes wide, a big surface area of the sole of the foot, pressing into the floor, big and little toe ball mounds, the heels, the knees unlocked, palms forward and your shoulders down. And your drishti is your gaze. Keeping the eyes focused keeps the mind focused as well. Tadasana, heart space open. Balanced and strong. Grounded. Stable. And let's inhale the arms up and over. Reach up out of the waist. And exhale, arms out and swan dive at the hips, bending and down to your standing forward fold. So maybe the fingertips to the floor or the palms or the knees bend to facilitate that. And then a hand on each shin, rise up flat, back, and stretch out the spine. Lower back down. Slide the hands down the shins, release your head. Ragdoll pose. And then soften the knees, fly your arms out, shoulder level, breath in. And breath out, press up and over, back to mountain. Inhale. And exhale, standing squat. So bending your knees, tailbone out behind you, chair pose. Building strength here for the core, the ankles and legs. And we'll bring the palms together and to your heart space and create a little spinal twist here. So looking right. And then bringing left elbow to the right knee. Lean into that knee. Similar to the pose we just did on the one knee. Breath in. Breath out. Palms back to center. Look left. Breath in. And breath out into the twist. Right elbow to left knee. Inhale here. Exhale back to center, palms to the heart. And press yourself back to standing. And press the palms up overhead. Interlace the fingers into steeple. And reach up out of your waist. Inhale. And exhale, bend right. Look up, half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Breath in, coming back up. Breath out, palms to the heart. Allow the arms to lower down. Close your eyes, pause. And feel the effects of the strong standing postures. Maybe the energy in your body at this point in the posture sequence. And the eyes open. And we'll practice the balance pose here, which will be eagle pose. I'll lead it with the block. You can also be near a wall. And I'll face you, but I won't mirror you. So if you have a prop, and again, it's not required, I'm going to place the prop outside the left foot. And mine is in its lowest setting. So just if you need it, and I'll guide it without as well. And just getting now centered, both feet balanced, grounded. So we've already practiced the eagle arms, but we'll start the balance pose with the legs. So let's begin to squat, bend both knees, cross your right knee over the left, and the right toes to the block. If you need that. If you don't have a prop, place your right toes to the floor. Or perhaps you can wrap that right foot around the back of your left calf muscle. All right, once you feel stable, sink down into that eagle legs, and now we'll fly the arms out and scissor the right elbow under the left. So now the eagle arms coming to the party. Garudasana is eagle pose, all twisted up here. And if you have your foot on the block, you can lift the foot up off the block just momentarily for a little balance version. Breath in and breath out. Unwind, release. And now we'll shift the block to the outside of your right foot. And we'll restart the pose for this other side. So both feet strong. Begin to squat, bending both knees, and then cross left knee in front of the right, left toes to the block, or left toes to the floor, or wrap the left foot around the back of the right leg. And then once you're there, arms out and left elbow under the right. Eagle pose on this side. And if you have your left toes on the block, maybe just lift those toes a time or two, see what's available. Breath in, breath out, release. All right, and let's move the block out of the way if it's on the mat, and we'll make our way down via downward facing dog. So walking toward the back edge of your mat. Aligning the feet, let's inhale, arms sweep up and over. Exhale, arms out, hinge forward. And the fingertips to the floor, walk the palms forward. Keep going until you find the place for your downward dog. You can also slide the feet back. So you're in the big upside down V shape. Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can come up on the toes a time or two. For a little twist here, you can lift first one heel, bend that knee, and look under the opposite arm. And then the other side. And then back to center, breath in, ears back between your upper arms, big extension. And breath out, lower the knees almost to the floor. Inhale, rise back up, downward dog. Exhale, knees almost to the floor, just hover before you place them down to the ground. Tops of the feet to the floor. We'll be coming onto your forearms. Walk the forearms forward and your knees back and onto the belly. For a variation of Sphinx pose. So let's set up for Sphinx pose. Forearms parallel, legs long. You can press one shoulder forward, then the other. Lift the head, press into the elbows, tops of the feet, or the Sphinx pose. And then for this variation, we'll lift the right foot. Bring that foot in toward the buttocks. To create the twist, look over your left shoulder. And keep twisting and look around for that right foot. Just see if that's available to you. Breath in and breath out. Head back to center and lower the right foot down. And now the other side, lift the left lower leg, foot toward the buttocks. And then looking over your right shoulder. Keep looking, twisting. Maybe bring that left foot into your line of sight. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lower the left foot down. And now you'll be rolling onto your back. So maybe your head is at the other end of your mat. No reason to panic. You can always readjust before Shavasana if you like. Or enjoy this new perspective. All right, so let's stand your right knee up. We're going to end with a knee down twist. Place your right foot on your left knee, arms out. A breath in and breath out. Roll left. Right knee down toward the floor on your left side. You can use your left hand to guide that knee down. And now beginning to soften everything. Right arm and shoulder relaxed. The belly soft. Can you relax that right hip? Inhale. Exhale, release, or when you're ready, roll onto your back, stretch the right leg out and stand your left knee. Place the foot on your right knee, breath in and breath out, roll right. You can tuck that right hip under. Relax the left arm out beside you. Press out to your right leg. Just little touchstones for your awareness in the pose. Maybe the right hand heavy on this left knee as it begins to drop down toward the floor. And soften shoulders, muscles of the face. Relax the left hip. Breathe in and breathe out. Release onto your back and prepare yourself for Shavasana or for your next cool down pose, if that's what your body is calling for. So now the whole body down. Whole body on the ground. Softening and relaxing, feeling these sensations in your spine from the twisting poses, the back body. The systems of your body toned and aligned, wrung out, purified. Circulatory system, the functioning of the lymphatic system, digestive system, and nervous system. Even the emotions coming back into balance. The whole body synchronized. With little to no effort on your part. Back into balance. The whole body grounded, strong. Tuning into your body breathing. Also part of this twisting practice today, the exhalations provide a cleansing. And staying with the cleansing breath. And if you notice the mind thinking thoughts of the past or projecting out to the future, no right or wrong, just reconnect with your breath. Savor the sensations in the whole body, breath, awareness, yoga, yoke, union, body, mind, and spirit aligned. And now allow your next breath to be just 5% deeper than the one before. Reconnect with your inner smile. And you can introduce a little movement to toes and fingers. And these words this morning by Dana Falls. I've fallen in love with my own life in all its gloriously messy imperfection. I hold the moment close, saying yes with each breath, saying thank you, except when I forget. The forgetting is complete, like amnesia or the densest fog that grips me until it lifts. And I remember how simple it is to give myself completely to the miracle of what is. And stretching out in any way that would feel good today. Whole body stretch or rock the head side to side. Or maybe tuck the knees in. And at some point, make your way over to one side. Pause for this conscious breath. And for this one. And then slowly make your way back up to your seated mountain pose. Take your time. Eyes closed. Right here, right now. And notice how the body feels. The mind. Maybe the state of your emotions. Now allow these words, these affirmations to flow through you and become your words. I am loved and lovable. I am worthy. I am safe and trusting. I am fulfilled and whole. And you can join me in a round of Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. Hari Om, Shanti, peace. Jai Bhagwan, which is victory to your spirit. And Namaste. I see the light in you that is also in me. Thank you for getting here today, for creating this Sangha together. Great way to start the day. All right.